Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back with a video, and before we get started, in my description and comments pinned down below on YouTube will be links to my other platforms. Feel free to go check them out. Well, that's all of that. So I'm wanting to talk about Nancy Pelosi. You know, the queen, the empress, whatever she is of insider trading. We know she does it, right? And now all of a sudden she has announced that she is backing a ban on trading in Congress, which is weird. All right, I'm just gonna say out of my suspicions outright, bullshit. All right, I'll believe that when a pig fucking flies and I see it. Okay, no CGI. I want to see it, farm grown. Okay, but enough of that. You're gonna tell me that you're backing this ban when a reporter literally just asked you about your accusations of insider trading, and your response was, oh, well, it's a free market, and so people should be allowed to do what they want to do in the free market. Otherwise, it's not a free market. Basically insinuating that, yeah, I do it, but not admitting that you do it, you know, which is why I really don't believe any of this, especially the fact of the matter that you've reaped, what, over $100 million through your political career. I'm probably betting majority of that has been through your husband doing the trading for you, right? And now all of a sudden you're wanting to back the ban after you've already reaped all that money? It's bullshit, all right? So I'll tell you what I really think it is, and I think it has to do with the midterms coming up and her flip-flopping on her position to try and get votes from people that don't really pay attention to her, right? Like, all of a sudden, she's flipping it from supporting insider trading, or at least insinuating, to all of a sudden, no, it needs to be banned. Now, look, I'm gonna accept humility here and be a real fucking human being and say that if I was in that position of power, I would probably take advantage of it as well when it comes to trading, which is literally exactly the reason I support the ban, because I'm an everyday individual. And everyday individuals can be corrupted, and we have to acknowledge that. So what's the first way to stop that? Let's fix the problem, amend it, and put it into law to stop it from happening, right? I mean, it's not that hard to do. All these representatives and many other people are just stealing and siphoning our resources through taxes and every other bullshit thing they're doing. I just don't like it. But this human garbage of a representative, she's been showing hypocrisy for a long time anyway, and especially in the pandemic. But like, holy mother of God, man, it has to be a ruse or something to trick people into voting for her. You know, she's a changed woman or lizard or whatever the fuck she is. I mean, she looks like she's stolen the souls of like a million children, man. Her eyebrows, dude, are more divided than the United States of America. But man, I'm an asshole, all right? I'm taking jabs. This doesn't matter. Let's continue. So to get further into this, she's directing the House Democrats to basically draft a bill, or to get this bill going, to ban members of Congress and their staffers from trading individual stocks. Now, I'm just wanting to ask some questions, and you'll understand in a second because I'm going to ask them. Now, is it all members of Congress that they're going to ban from doing it, or will there be like loopholes that invalidate only some individuals in Congress, right? That's the real questions we really should be asking on this as it unfolds. Personally, that's what I think, because we could take note of the relevancy of such a question, and here's why. Aren't these same Democrats right now trying to disqualify and ban almost strictly Republicans and people who were in support or even really mentioned anything of January 6th, right? Aren't they trying to ban her from running for office again, or even in general just running for office based on that? Aren't these same Democrats at the moment, it's not just Democrats, but predominantly trying to force and coerce a experimental medical procedure onto the public that predominantly targets Republicans who are completely against it? It just makes me wonder, like, will this bill, the ban, predominantly target Republicans too, or is it going to be the whole entirety, or what? And look, I'm talking out of my ass in some of this here, but I'm sure some of you understand where I'm getting with some of those questions, even if they're off topic. I feel like somewhat they're relevant. Now, Republicans are just as fucking guilty as the Democrats in stealing our money. Like, it's not just a Democrat problem. This insider trading thing is corrupt all around the board in the Uniparty. It's bad. They're stealing our money. It's just outright true, right? Like, come on. Didn't the Republicans back like $2 million into gray hair fucking research, man? Gray hair research, $2 million? You know what I could do with $2 million? I'll probably be dead if I had $2 million. But let's not go into that. But yeah, really, both fucking parties are stealing our money, okay? And so I don't know if it's because many are realizing there's an insider trading problem and now they're wanting to take action to make this bill or what. But the fact that Chuck Schumer and freaking good old turtleneck McConnell, you know, Mitch McConnell, that old fuck, are backing it, which makes me even more curious because there's not really a difference between these people and Nancy Pelosi. They're as corrupt as it can get. Them roots are deep, all right? So as Turtle Fuck himself puts it, in relation to this bill, I think it prevents such suggestions that you're going to be engaged in insider trading, end quote. What the hell does suggestions mean? I don't know what that means. What kind of language is that meaning? Is it to insinuate a bigger picture? Is the bill, like, the sole purpose of this bill to make the public less skeptical of these people stealing our money? Because what is that supposed to mean? All I know, though, is I 100% do support the ban on insider trading and Congress being able to trade stocks. I completely do. It's no question. There are things we could say that maybe letting them have a limited amount of money to participate in the market so that way it can't be abused, and with full transparency and none of that 45 days to record their blah, blah, blah bullshit. Like, no, immediately. When you do it, you put it out. It needs to be transparent. But that's a gray area. That's probably a conversation for another day. But if this bill passes, that's awesome. But there's some interesting use of language that some of them used, and there's some weird flip-flopping from the queen herself of this bullshit. So I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on this one, because what the heck? If it gets banned, good. If not, what was the point of trying to introduce this in the first place? Is it just because midterms? I don't know. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it very much. Check out my other platforms, as said previously in the video, in the description and pinned in the comments on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Peace.